Hi, this is Rob Curto here at Liberty Bellows in Philadelphia, and I have here the Roland FR-8X. This is the flagship digital accordion in the Roland V series. We also have here at the store the Roland 4X, which is a more compact size instrument that has most of the same features as this one. And it's just a really powerful and fantastic instrument. It has 37 factory preset accordion sets. An accordion set has 14 different registers in the treble and 7 registers in the bass, and represents the sound of a different type of instrument from around the world. It has French accordions, accordions used for jazz and classical music, accordions used for various styles of folk music, traditional sounds, Celtic music, zydeco, Cajun music, tango. It has a bandoneon set as well. In today's video, I'd like to explore some of the different sounds, play you some of my favorites, and give you some ideas of how to best utilize this instrument. So let's begin by exploring some of the accordion sets. An accordion set on the Roland V represents the sound of a single type of instrument with 14 different registers in the treble and 7 registers in the bass. In order to select an accordion set, we use these 2 buttons right here. These buttons allow us to scroll up and down through the accordion sets. So it starts on number 1, Concerto, and I have a small screen here which tells me exactly which accordion set I'm looking at and which register we're using. So the first accordion here is Concerto. Some of the other ones are classic, jazz, French jazz. I'd like to go to one called Studio. Studio is number 19. And I really like this one because it has a very, very dry sounding, tone chambered accordion sound. It's excellent for playing jazz and for playing Brazilian music, 2 of the styles that I most utilize in my own playing. So let's check out some of the registers on the Studio accordion set. Number 1 is our bassoon. It's really sweet sounding, but a little reedy as well. Very nice. Number 2 is our bandoneon. I really like the way it responds to the bellows. Here's the celeste, which is really what is normally known as the violin, with 2 middle reeds, one tuned at 440 and one tuned sharp. And the master. And I really like the clarinet as well. Extremely useful. I think with these sounds it's nice to put just a touch of reverb to add to the texture. So let's start out by using the clarinet sound, which is a single middle reed, and play a jazz tune, Stella by Starlight, just to get us an idea of what these textures sound like. Now let's use another register from the same accordion set from Studio. We'll use the master reed setting, and let's play something from the Brazilian repertoire. This is a tune called Forró na Penha by the great accordionist Sivuca. This accordion set, Studio, sounds really good for both jazz and Brazilian music, which utilize a pretty loud, pretty dry, punchy, tone-chambered accordion sound. And this is really one of my favorites on the Roland V. So now let's check out a different accordion set on here called Tradition that is made to play zydeco music and roots American music, music from the American South. Two of the registers that I really like on this sound are the musette, which has just a really distinctive tuning for zydeco, and the master reed settings really a lot fatter and louder, and just a really great sound. So I'll play a little bit using both those sounds so you can check out. This is the Tradition set on the Roland V FR-8X. Here we go. Let's check out one more of my favorite accordion sets on the Roland FR-8X. This is the Finnish cassotto. It's number 34. And I think it's a really nice sounding accordion set for playing any kind of Celtic traditional music or Scandinavian music especially. I especially like the musette sound and the celeste on this. And the Roland is a really interesting instrument because it's totally programmable. You can basically create your own accordion, select what type of reeds you want to put on it and exactly how you want them tuned. And it's very versatile in that way. And there are a lot more sounds than what I've shown you in this video. I've just selected some of my favorites and some of the stylistic preferences that I have for those sounds, and just to give you some ideas about what the instrument can do and how to make it sound its best. But likely you'll have your own sounds that you like and that you discover that work for your music. So here's the Finnish cassotto sound on the Roland FR-8X.